Harry's wife. Netflix advisors. Attack trailer. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor, continuing to explain to you various facets of narcissism through the prominent example of Harry's wife. We turn to the Times newspaper with an article by Ben Spencer and Liam Kelly, which tells us as follows. Netflix has been accused by its climate advisors of distracting from the Prince of Wales's Environment Prize ceremony by releasing the trailer for its Harry and Harry's Wife's documentary series. Well, of course it has, because Harry's wife wants nothing more than overshadow the Earthshot Prize. Why? Because that means fuel, the attention is going elsewhere, and she demands it. It wounds her, and therefore her narcissism dictates that she cannot allow that to take place. And therefore, it needs to ensure that she overshadows, as she's done so repeatedly. See parts passim about her stealing other people's thunder and overshadowing events. She did it in relation to Princess Eugenie's wedding by announcing her pregnancy. She did it at Prince Philip's funeral by the hokey-cokey about whether she would attend or not, and all the shenanigans about pointing out how wonderful the wreath was that she sent. She engages in this behaviour repeatedly. And those of you that have been involved with narcissists will be fully familiar with the way that the narcissist has to upstage, steal the limelight, take over events, whether it's spoiling somebody's birthday, wearing white dresses at somebody's wedding, whether it's making a big song and dance when somebody else gets a promotion and talking about how it's undeserved. Whatever it might be, if the fuel is going elsewhere, this wounds the narcissist, and the narcissist is driven to look to try and steal the scene in some shape or form. And Harry's wife, as a mid-range narcissist, has done this repeatedly, particularly when it comes to the nemesis. Naturally, of course, she holds herself out as being some kind of eco-warrior and environmentalist herself, as she swans around in private jets and gas-guzzling Range Rovers. Nevertheless, when it comes to what she has to do, any environmental work and credentials can be told to roundly fuck off, because her narcissism dictates what has to be done and what must be achieved. And therefore, ordinarily, an environmental warrior would be thinking, good for them with the Earthshot Prize. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Let's say good things about it and be supportive. Her narcissism will not direct her to do so. It causes her to be envious of it. It causes her to demonstrate hatred for what they are achieving. And therefore, in order to overshadow it, it demonstrates her hypocrisy by causing her, as a supposed eco-warrior, to then overshadow the event by causing the release of the Netflix trailer. Now, of course, Netflix cops the flack from this because its environmental advisors go, oh, for goodness sake, you're holding yourself out as a progressive organisation that cares about the environment, and here you are overshadowing the Earthshot Prize by having these two difficult crybabies make a song and dance about their programme to try and take attention away from Earthshot. Shame on you, Netflix. And the environmental advisors appear to be entirely correct to call them out in that regard. The article continues. The climate experts have complained to the streaming service about the release of the trailer on the eve of Prince William's Earthshot Prize Awards on Friday night. The prize, which had awarded £1 million each to projects that will help to repair the planet, is considered a highlight of William's official calendar. It has been dubbed his World Cup moment by Hannah Jones, the Earthshot Prize chief executive. All such descriptions, of course, will infuriate Harry's wife because it's not about her. The release of the trailer while the Prince and Princess of Wales were in Boston for the awards ceremony was widely seen as a provocation, correct? Although the decision on the timing is understood to have been made by Netflix rather than the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Well, that could be correct. Not that Harry's wife would be complaining about it, but you can well imagine that she will, as a narcissist, have heavily influenced the decision. Why? One, she has that sense of entitlement and the need to tell people what to do, and then also, secondly, the absolute necessity of overshadowing the Earthshot Prize as much as she possibly can. Prince Harry appeared yesterday dressed up as Spider-Man in a video message to bereaved military children. In the clip for the charity Scottish Little Soldiers, he said, "Christmas is a time when we miss our loved ones really, really badly, and that's okay. But at the same time, it can be possible to feel guilty for having fun without our parents. But I am here to assure you that our parents always want us to have fun, okay? So don't feel guilty. You are allowed to have the best time ever, especially with this Scottish Little Soldiers community. Members of the Netflix Scientific Advisory Group complained to the company about the trailer for the documentary. Christiana Figueres, a former UN climate chief who chairs the Earthshot board and sits on the Netflix Advisory Group, said she was disappointed. Tom Rivett-Carnac, a former UN political strategist who sits on the Netflix Advisory Group and advises the Earthshot team, complained to the leadership of the streaming service. Figueres, who was the architect of the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement, said, "Netflix has been a leader on producing valuable content to educate on environmental issues. It is therefore disappointing that they air negative messages on the very same day as the Earthshot Prize." Anybody that knows what Harry's wife is, of course, knows full well why that has been done. Rivett-Carnac said, "The remarkable finalists and winners of the Earthshot Prize are changing the world. They deserve all attention and recognition. So the timing of this release from Netflix, a sustainability content leader, is profoundly disappointing." According to the Netflix website, it formed its independent scientific advisory group to volunteer their time to counsel and provoke us. Celebrities who attended the Earthshot ceremony included David Beckham, the former England football captain, and Rami Malek, who played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. Artists taking part included Billie Eilish, Annie Lennox, and Ellie Goulding. Netflix has made a virtue of its commitment to reducing carbon emissions. It released a series of nature stories with the British government before the COP26 climate talks in Glasgow last year. Netflix has also launched nature documentaries presented by Sir David Attenborough and Barack Obama to great fanfare. Members of the independent advisory group also include Pippa Ehrlich, who won an Oscar for directing the Netflix documentary My Octopus Teacher. Netflix declined to comment. You all know that this was done, influenced, possibly even demanded by Harry's wife, because the presence of the Earthshot Awards involving the one that got away and the nemesis wounds her, and therefore it's necessary, driven by her narcissism, to steal their thunder, to overshadow that event, and highlight everything about her. Once again, when you understand narcissism and narcissists, it enables you to interpret these actions and understand completely why they occur. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.